It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fields on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 27, Bears nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. $13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 40-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Purdy.
First down, San Francisco.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll... Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The extra point try now for Moody. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Niners 34, Bears nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Herbert to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll start out here with the option left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Now Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey from 17 yards out. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have the short. He'll take over right at the 50. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped immediately there. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Purdy from the gun. And this is caught. Jennings. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw, Fields. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That is caught by Herbert. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down.
And a 49er first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Moody for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 32-yard line.
Here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other